Recorded.
Thank you for informing us.
It did inform us.
Properly informed.
And you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
That's right.
Ooh, yes.
What is that?
I don't know what that was, but
All right.
we live.
And Kim found. Looks like we are live, except we have a commercial.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, Kim found.
I didn't get the notification.
You didn't get the notification?
No, but we are live.
We are live. Guys, it's Pretty Boy Dave T here with the other members of Wahuru.
The prettier members.
You didn't hear that. And I hear you.
Pretty boy versus the pretty men.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I see you about to die.
It wouldn't be the first time.
So I'm your host for today, and we are going to be playing a game called EverLore. EverLore is an innovative tabletop RPG that does not have classes or levels and promotes diversity and inclusion. You guys can find information about EverLore on our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at EverLoreGame. You can also find this video and other videos on our YouTube, which is also at EverLoreGame.
Yes.
Newly minted, re-minted. There is.
There we go.
And then of course you can find our shirts and other products on our website at manshopLTD.com. Guys, I think we're good. And so ready to get started.
Hold on.
What?
No. We got another Twitch stream. We've got.
We do have
Yeah.
We gotta say our other Twitch stream.
Yeah, but we're done with all the.
What is the other Twitch stream?
So we have a Twitch stream on Mondays from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's twitch.tv/essence of EverLore. And also, if you're watching us on YouTube,
That's right.
we live stream on Thursdays, 6:50 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's twitch.tv/EverLoreGame.
Excellent. Very good. One EP for that.
Yeah.
Dave, can I get a progression sheet?
Yes, you can get a progression sheet.
Thank you.
Give me a moment.
Never.
Progression
As I
sheets
go
in
through-
EverLore are how you track your progress from, it's forest between my fingers here. On Mike's screen, this is what a progression sheet looks like. This is how you track your progress from week to week in EverLore and how you keep track of EP, events that have happened, your character's EP,
Oh, you got it?
and that kind of thing. You can also keep track of EP purchases and keep track of how much EP you have left to do said purchases. Thank you very much, Dave.
You're welcome. And sorry, guys, we're looking for a Traveler's Compendium.
I know this one's definitely mine. Look at all the papers.
Yeah, this is mine. Davey says he just had his, but it's not here. All right. Can you help him look for it, please? And then.
No, it's fine. I'll find it.
All right.
Okay.
So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Woo!
Can I ask what today's date is?
29.
29. Thank you.
Hey everyone, OG drummer, Stitch EverLore, Mika Butler, and Alex Gaskar's Cough. Thank you for joining us today.
Excellent. Okay. So, typically, what's the first thing we do?
Recap.
We do a recap. We do a
Big
recap.
recap.
But
I'll go last.
But Mighty Manitoba has reached 1,200. So that's a progression point. In EverLore, you progress your character after every 100 EP. And what does it mean when I'm progressing my character? What happened?
Well, I got it.
Oh, you get to roll? Oh, he said
I
he got
heard
it.
I
He
got
got
it.
it. Yeah.
I was just gonna say it.
You can't do like I got
I heard I got it.
Yeah, he said he got
Dibs are
So
unruly.
let's get to it.
Okay. So when you progress your character, it's sort of just an extra little boost to show that your character's getting stronger. So at every 100 EP,
10, 12.
you get to roll a D8 and 2 D6s, and those go to the D8 goes to vitality, and then the D6s go to your 2 hits and your bestment. Like you choose one for each. And then at every 200, which he would be getting this time, you get to pick up persona benefit.
Hey!
Yes.
Which is just an extra skill. Kind of.
All right. Very good. You know what, Cam Fam? I haven't really decided on which persona benefit that I'm going to go with.
Well, what are those available to you?
There are quite a few available to me.
High regard is pretty tough.
I was getting them based on a Freson, and a Freson is sort of like a tough sort of warrior, all about strength kind of guy.
All the things Matatopa is not.
Yeah, the haters can be, over here just hate, that jazz. It's okay. It's okay. But now that I have had 5 in my Freson, I go to whatever is the next strongest trait of mine or persona of mine, and it would be Cholulan. That's sort of if you have connection with magic and things like that. That's what that talks about. And so I am going to take a quick look at what the persona benefits are for Cholulan. Roll first?
Yeah.
Called out.
See, guys, one thing.
We got all metal die for you, too.
It
glows in the dark, too.
Don't get caught lacking.
Not the greatest.
Yeah, turn the lights off. Let's
So,
see.
Truth just got revealed.
I just got an 8 on mine, so I'm feeling on my D8.
Okay, all right.
On my D6, I got an 8.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. All right.
Oh, you don't want these die?
I do not, because I just don't.
He's missing out.
You might regret it.
You think?
Yeah?
All right, I will try the new die.
Okay, all right. Metal.
All right.
Which one?
Give me a D6 and an 8.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the 6 first. I'm gonna
get you some good rolls.
Yeah.
Positive energy.
Do it in the middle here so everybody can see.
It's like a 9 to me.
3.
Okay, that's in the middle. That's
right.
good.
So I'll do the second one now while I'm thinking about it.
The tray actually blocked you.
Oh man, got some nerves going.
You got 6 right here.
Don't bump the table. What was that? 3.
2.
Oh, 2.
It was 2.
I like 3 better.
Yeah, you don't have the mojo because I just got a 6.
I
don't know what that is.
Something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try this 8 here. You know what?
I got witnesses. I'm like Max Rowland.
All right, I'm gonna do the 8.
You got it. You got it. 8. Oh, that looked like a 9 because that's a 6.
Yeah,
I get a 9 on my D8.
So I got 6.
3,
Quiet. I don't want to hear it. So 6 will go into my. Y'all laughing at me.
No, it's just I'm rolling these and I'm getting like max rolls, and then I handed it to you.
So 6 will go into my vitality.
Hey, Pocket Dimension said, roll better than me.
That's true.
I try, guys. It doesn't often work out.
Pocket Dimension did have a rough roll.
3 is going to go into my attack.
Okay.
So take that base up to 52.
Hey!
Get up there, baby.
It's as good as I can get it, guys.
I mean,
it's about the same as mine.
It's better than mine.
2 will go into my investment.
Oh, that means your MAB is probably higher than mine. So I know your speed is more.
All right, and so then that will go up to 76 and 78. Give me 1 sec. 76.
Without conditions, like just base to base, fisticuffs. No, MAB is
and then 65.
That's tough.
All right,
but it's one of the highest.
Okay. Hey, Taylor,
Yeah,
can you help your brother find his Chaluk'Sen?
Oh, by the way, it's a +2 direction research.
Down here last night.
So, no.
Yeah, it was.
It's in the storehouse.
All right. Okay.
Am I in your way?
What are you laughing at?
Oh, you're good.
Because they can't find their stuff.
No. I'm just
about
recapping.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm not allowed
like
to.
Technical difficulties and everything over here.
Oh man.
All right.
Cam Fam, normally this doesn't happen.
Yeah. And we air at 6:50. So I start telling them it's 6. Get ready. I got everything together. Come on, guys. Oh, and now he broke the. Oh, he just didn't plug it in all the way.
You're soaking up so much luck. It's breaking the lamp over
my
there.
God.
I'm maxed rolled another.
All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is recap.
Okay.
Who would like to try their hand at recapping?
Oh wow!
I do.
For last week.
I would
Anthony
like to
Freson,
attempt.
you cannot raise his hand.
I
right now,
call
would love to.
last
Okay.
because I figured, yeah.
David, you want to try?
No.
Caleb?
I said I do.
Okay.
Oil, go for it.
So
Okay, so we got 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, what am I?
You're 5, 6.
Okay.
All right, and that looks like a 1.
Oh, Stitch.
Go
Lead
Stitch.
the way.
Yeah.
Well, my luck. You ready?
Yeah.
Last time.
Okay.
I will start with what I call the romance continue. The saga between Nicarvan and Vandra. We find out that they
no
are
romance.
we find out that they're following a creature that will let all kind of electrical stuff out in the air, and they had to fight it.
I have seen. We got to kill.
They had to fight this creature. In the process,
That was laying stuff in the air.
electrical current was in the air.
Oh, gotcha.
Electrical current's in the air.
All
They had to fight this creature. It was the fight. It was kind of scary at first. I thought they was going to lose. Nicole, she did her best. Vandra was able to win the day, but unfortunately, he became injured in the process. And then I'm calling her Nee suggested, "Hey, Vandra, why don't you rest?" And Vandra's like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm too strong.
The audacity! I get injured carrying the team.
I don't have to rest."
Yeah.
You know, but Nee was really wanted to make sure that her companion was taken care of. She attempted to mend his wounds. Then we fast forward to what I'm calling the enlightened one. And we discovered Stitch had an encounter where he was off in a tree, and I think the viewers want to hear this. And while he was off in a tree, this tall tree, he was contemplating, and he was thanking his God, who God is, and he felt a presence, and the presence says, "You are learning, and we have seen growth in you. But we are eagerly awaiting what you're going to become." And so everybody said, "Ah." So we know that. So we know that there's more to Stitch than what meets the eye. Everything else I'll give to everybody else.
Okay. Dang, you left out a lot.
Yeah.
He kicked the wiring. The thing messed up. So unplug it. Explodes.
All right, so now it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Special effect. Wait, you're not in.
There we go.
He was just pointing at you.
2.
That's you, buddy.
All right, so last time on EverLore, Stitch got a lot right with the Ainomi. It was mostly because of Vandra's decision to use magic in the middle of the fight. Did Nicarvan manage to slice open the shell of the creature? And after, some prominent persuading, Vandra was, convinced to sit down and rest at camp. He wasn't very prone to, being mended. So Nicarvan kind of, forced his hand a little bit to healing. Vandra wasn't so happy with that. So afterwards, he stepped away. Well, in the middle of attempting to heal, Nicarvan basically had Vandra, step away. Just a little tensions between them. Cutting back over to the rest of Wahuru. There's interesting part. Dew on the Vine. Towards the nighttime, she brings home a bunch of 4 dead deer, 5 dead boar, and then mirage of squirrels and birds that are dead. And she cooks kind of separately, but alongside Belac. Belac, he makes a cool, interesting meal. He shows off his paper bread. But Dew on the Vine just makes this amazing cuisine. It makes Belac just basically drool like a wild animal.
I don't think that. Hold on. You can't add stuff.
It's his.
That's my recap. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. All right. So, while all of that is going on, you know, Tresla kind of does her fire hand thing, and Nesla, almost out of character, kind of like goes onward to speak for you know, both of the twins, and she kind of after a naturism roll, Makopa sees the Nesla's sort of spirit friend, which is kind of like a spider made out of obsidian almost. It has like, you know, this kind of larger feature and, you know, these interesting webs and that kind of thing. We end up killing the enemy. So we kind of see, you know, Belac, after revealing that he was the one who sneak attacked Stitch, he ends up sneaking back, or well, not sneaking back. He kind of, it's in the middle of the night. He's coming back to camp. He hears Joktal and Joktali after a day of them, you know, seeming kind of unsafe, you know, out in the sort of open with their gang of Nator. He just kind of hears that they're whispering, but he lets them do their own thing, you know. Is not worried about whatever they're doing, you know. He respected their privacy, and then he went ahead and head to bed, and we ended the stream there.
All right. Bela.
So, well, something that he missed. So before
I left it out for you.
Whatever you said. So before I came back to the, I guess, tent.
Yes.
Okay. Before I came back to the tent and heard them, I was actually trying to call out to Pia Ali to make her my ancestral spirit patron.
To make her or to
ask
her?
Oh, disrespectful, bro.
Make her, okay. She's going to remember.
Looks like, yeah. Looks like somebody's not getting it.
I said what I said.
That's the correct thing.
That is correct.
Anyways, yeah, so that failed at first because Bela assumes that there's a barrier. She kind of seemed disconnected, but there was something stopping her. So then he went out to Makopa and got his carpet, and then got on the carpet and tried to fly out, but then the same barrier stopped him, so he couldn't fly out. And so he just kind of did his daily workout on the carpet, and then went back and heard the thing, but respected their privacy because he's not that bad of a person.
That bad.
All right.
I am a thief. Hold on.
Oh, not that. No, my bad.
To clarify, he never said that Dawn Levine's cooking was actually tasted better.
Yes, it did.
No, he just said that he handled the stuff better.
No, I made a clear point to say that she was cooking like way better and handling things way better. And also, I said that she upgraded your paper bread.
That's also different.
An upgrade means it's better.
Yeah,
it's literally an upgrade. Whatever.
If I use weapon adept on my shield, would that make it reduce less APR? Because it's technically a weapon.
But I didn't say you were
it's
drooling.
a shield, it's not,
That is correct.
Yes.
I didn't say there was drooling or anything. I just said it was better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's all.
Are you finished now? Excellent. All right.
I think I corrected things as things were going.
Okay.
So the last correction I have, though,
yes,
is that it's not Joktali, it's Jokti.
Yes, very good.
And there was
I said Joktal and Jok. Oh, did I say Joktali?
You said Joktali.
My bad.
Right.
Yes. And then also, Matatopa was doing things. Nobody really cared to talk about. They're like he was over there, he was meditating and everything. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. That was another thing.
Commercial goes, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and then Stitch said that you needed a lot of beauty rest. That was also something that did go down. But you did end up talking to Doing the Vine about the preparations and things for the people, the Zulu warriors and Jokta and his crew and all that would be coming with you. And Doing the Vine said, I was just going to advise for you guys to leave in the morning. Yep. And Matatopa was already on top of it. So the plan is for you guys to leave in the morning as well on that front. And you guys did touch on Tresla Nesla, Jokta. I think that's enough cleanup for you.
Excellent. Okay. 2 for my man over there.
Thank you.
All right. 1 for each of you.
Got it.
All right. And I did select my persona benefit, and I selected the one called Mage Tough. And what that means is that you can add up to 4 points of your core score to the enhancement of your vestment.
Yes,
So
that one goes hard.
Looking pretty.
Yes,
Nice.
Looking pretty, not actually pretty.
Oh,
You know.
you're gonna get it tonight, man.
It's like from a distance, it's like a pretty blur. Then you get closer, and it all kind of comes together.
All right. He has no fear of the lore master.
No.
We're gonna change that.
It really did, yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a learning session.
So with that, we begin with Nicarvin.
Don't we? We do.
And Vandra.
And Vandra.
And you guys have completed your
I didn't insult her.
vanquishing of the Anomi. What are you guys doing?
I have just walked away from Nicarvin as she was trying to patch me up. Vandra is actually going to start working out. Not like the workouts that Bloodstar does, but he just starts. It's more martial training, not just regular push-ups, kind of all that. He's definitely training his craft.
Showing his muscles.
Yeah. He's not showing any muscle or anything. He's just trying to make sure he keeps his form up and everything. Things are nice and clean.
Can I roll insight, kind of like to not invade on his privacy, but just like kind of see like if his wound is doing okay while he's working out?
Yeah. Both of you guys go ahead and roll.
Got it.
Am I rolling insight?
Yep.
Okay, I was like, what am I rolling?
That would be.
Hey, Mika Butler said,
36.
yeah, I got that one too. Muscles.
There you go. There you go.
I'm not wrong.
It was just a 23.
Okay. Oh, and you said 36?
Yep.
All right. Vandra, you will not notice anything. So just
what's new?
Continue.
Yeah.
I wasn't focused on it.
Garwin, you will you'll see a shadow sort of rippling through the ground, coming towards
It's
you.
just one thing after another. Can I okay, so if I see a thing rippling through the ground towards me, is there like a rock or something nearby I can stand on?
Odd or even?
Odd or even? Let me tell you. Odd.
Okay, there it is.
Okay,
There's
all right.
There's a nice sized boulder next to you. Well, a couple feet away.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to say, Vandra, there's something telling us, and then I'm gonna hop up on the rock.
Okay.
Would that be like a cross roll, or can I just jump?
Both of you roll your magic resistance.
Oh, magic resistance? Oh, big claps.
Big knots. No, not 12. Still doesn't
42.
mean anything.
I think it's way to die.
33.
Oh.
Okay.
It still doesn't mean anything.
So you will open your mouth to say something, and you notice that there's no sound coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You notice nothing, and you just continue your workout.
If I realize there's no words coming out of my mouth, I'm gonna try and clap my hands and then point.
Okay. As you do that, there's no.
Oh.
But as you're
do I see
clapping,
him with my?
You do not. But as you're clapping,
apparently, yeah.
As you're clapping, the shadow will reach the ground, and it is actually a familiar figure of a shark-like humanoid.
Oh.
And
Nicarvin is gonna like kind of sigh a little bit, like quietly, of course. You're gonna like see her armor kind of like come down a little bit as she like untenses.
Vandra, roll magic resistance again.
I mean, does it matter? I rolled a 12 last time. I rolled a 1 this time.
I keep rolling the same.
Yeah.
So you see that Nicarvin is sitting down. Looks like she's trying to get things prepared for.
I see her while I'm doing my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like she's trying to get ready for like camp or something.
Specifically, if it would be Nicarvin, she would be like setting up camp for us, but then like she would have her own kind of like area where she would like try and cut off sight.
Great.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right.
That's preferred.
What we use.
And what you will,
so
Crush will say, I wanted to have a moment to speak with you. I believe that your mind might be wandering through the sea of all the potential, and that the strong current emanating from that one might be pulling you off the mark. Perhaps in this interlude, you would like to come to the Garden of Waters and try yet again.
Like, I mess you up. I haven't done nothing. I've been chilling on the sideline. Look, Curry.
He didn't say you messed.
I've been meditating.
Distracted.
She's distracted by my curtain. I'm literally sitting on the sand. That is horrible. You gotta focus.
You sent me out here on the quest to slay the enemy, and so I believe, after completing so, to give the garden another attempt would be a glad attempt of mine.
Okay.
Would you like us to head towards your ocean now?
Yes. And he will touch your shoulder. And
Can
are
I
you going to resist? Because he's going to...
No.
Okay.
Can I do something? I want to specifically, while I'm learning, like doing stuff, I want to start trying to incorporate my wings into like combat.
And your maneuvers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right. So so Kresh will touch your shoulder, and you will feel as he does that, as if water, like very warm water, just starts to radiate down your shoulder, and it'll cover your body, and then and as it's covering your mouth, roll mental fortitude to see.
Oh, this rust is going to be awful.
Hey, 9.
Okay, what do I have? Mental fortitude, you said? Oh, 31.
Okay, you feel enough trust in Kresh to understand that he's not trying to do anything dangerous, so you don't freak out.
Of course, yeah.
And you actually find that you can breathe, even though you're encased in sort of like a layer of liquid.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Let us be off."
Of course, this water isn't bad for the glossing on my armor, correct?
Isn't bad for what?
Just the rusting of my armaments.
I mean, all water can rust. However, you didn't ask that before when you were immersed in water.
It was a thought that escaped my mind at the time.
For like days.
Well, I'll be certain to be prepared in the.
I don't believe that you will be in water long enough for that to take place.
Of course.
Very well. All right,
off we shall be.
All right. Heading back to Vandra.
Yes. So he's doing the maneuvers with the wings. How much time has passed?
It's been about 30 or so minutes.
Okay.
They're gone. Newcar Wind is still there.
Yes. So Vandra is just he's basically just taking care of just a bunch of different things. Like he's working on wings in combat. He wants to work on when he transforms to Jade, work on striking and also stealth and the woods and things like that. And then so things with Vandra, it's definitely more brute combat focused and stuff that he's been doing. And he wants Jade to do a lot more stealth training
you
in
will
the woods.
See that Nee Carwin, after sets up camp, she actually starts to watch you, and she starts to try to emulate some of the movements that you're doing, as if she's trying to learn, some of the techniques that you use.
Vandra would get annoyed and then really focus on the stealth tactics of Jade. Try and escape the sight.
Roll stealth.
Something has
that's
requires
sad.
an investment of intimidation. What would we use instead of that now? Since we don't have
Intimidation is persuasion.
Persuasion?
No, I'm sorry.
New
Prowess.
one.
It's what?
Oh, that worked.
It's prowess. Perfect.
Yes. Okay. So what was it?
Unfortunately, it was a 26.
All right. You do feel as if you've eluded her.
Okay.
And as you glance back at her, she looks around and she almost seems like she has a panic look on her face. And though she
Super.
goes off as if she's looking for you.
Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh
Yeah.
oh!
So,
I can I
Through her
grab her
faceplate,
attention?
you can see the panic.
Yeah,
expression.
yeah.
I guess I will try to grab her attention.
What are you gonna do? I mean,
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna train alone. So don't look for me and stay at the camp.
I don't know the accent, but you know, I understand.
I understand.
Just don't go too far.
Just
Great.
just try not to go too far.
Re-stealth and
You carbon. You find yourself
yes.
hurtled to the ground, and you guys you're flowing through it, and you feel like you're in a vast current. You're not so much swimming as the current is pulling you. And as you get closer to what you feel like is a larger body of water up front, it pulls you stronger. And then you arrive within the Garden of Waters.
Garden of Waters, right.
Again, as before, the currents are chaotic. And they're just crashing everywhere. Roll mental fortitude.
Mental fortitude, of course. That one.
That's a 6.
Yeah. Okay. Mental fortitude. Okay, so that would be 28.
Okay. Odd or even?
Odd or even? Even.
Okay, should have been odd. So you're a little panicked again, and you feel like the water is going to overwhelm you.
So if I feel as though the water is going to overwhelm me, I guess my immediate response to that would be like physically trying to like balance myself. Just like my innate reaction as soon as I like feel out of control, I'm gonna try and like, you know, find my center of balance, and I'm gonna try and like push back against the waters.
Okay.
So I guess that would be prowess.
And no need, because you're pushing against an ocean. Who do you think is going to win that?
Carbon's kind of strong.
It's
the ocean.
So you feel like the current has gotten stronger.
Yeah. Okay.
And you will see Crash go.
Now
and
that's just my knee-jerk like human instinct reaction is to like, you know, physically try and push back. After a second of realizing that's not working, I'm gonna feel for the pinprick using my magical attunement.
Okay, very good.
So after that roll, 26.
So
I'm sorry.
The currents are still like crashing over you.
Yeah.
However, you feel more at one with them. And so you find that as it's crashing over you, you're turning with the current. You're no longer trying to fight against it. And Crash perks up. And his eyes seem to glow a little bit. And if a shark could smile, you would imagine that he smiles.
Sharks smile all the time.
Well, the shark that smiles back.
Crash. All right, so
killing it.
And you will notice that you now feel 6 pinpricks.
6 pinpricks? Okay. Nicarvin is going to remove her helmet, and she's going to use that to try and, like, you know, take, like, I don't want to say necessarily, like, the claustrophobic feeling away, but, like, just to kind of, like, free her senses a little bit.
Okay.
And then she's going to focus on, like, the 6 pinprick, like, spots and focus on, like, where they are. So I guess that would be insight.
So the moment she takes her helmet off, the waves crash and bang, and again, you're no longer feeling safe. It starts to crush her and crush. And he says, the waves are a symbol of your internal doubt. He says that you can overcome it, but you must be willing to swim through your fears.
Yeah.
So, suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah. All right, so then I guess since Nicarvin kind of sees it as like not necessarily a challenge, but more like this is something you were going to have to fight to make it through, she is going to like put her helmet back on for the kind of like safety it provides. Then she's going to try and focus on the pinpricks again.
Okay.
Since
All
she's
right.
been
Got it.
knocked around. All right.
Oh.
It's a lower roll for my magical attunement, but I rolled a 20.
As soon as you put your helmet back on, you again sort of become more one with the waves.
Yeah.
You still feel the 6 pinpricks, but they seem to be a little bit fainter.
Yeah, fainter. Okay.
There is one, however, that seems to be a little bit closer and more sort of like in the northerly direction.
Oh, so these pinpricks aren't like in me, but they're like around.
Yeah, you're sensing.
Okay, I thought it was like one in my hand.
Oh,
like
no, no.
Okay, now that kind of thing. Okay, so then I'm gonna try and see if I can find a current that will help me flow in that direction.
Very good. So that would be a survival roll.
Survival roll? Oh, big bets. 30. It's not amazing.
Okay. So you're following a current. And as you look, you will see that Crush is sort of parallel to you. And he seems to be not just looking at you, but looking at you and observing the way the currents are interacting with you.
Yeah. Okay. Can I try and also see how they're interacting with me? Like, can I like feel sort of like around me where they're flowing besides just the one I'm on?
Yes. What role do you think you would do for something like that?
So normally I would do kind of like an insight to see that kind of thing, but I feel like more so because we're in the spirit realm, and so there's a lot more at work than just what I can see. I'm going to try and go for naturism because that's the kind of world at hand doing.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so that'll be 22.
22.
Yep.
You'll be able to start understanding that the currents seem as if they're working in collaboration. And most of them seem to be intended to push you the other way. However, that one sliver that you found seems to be weaving you through the rest of the current.
Wow. So it's kind of like thread with like a needle, how you like thread together. Okay, all right. So
and as you continue, Crush will fill up. And in front of you will be a darker portion of the water. And it seems to be a little bit thicker than the water around.
I'm gonna try and redirect my flow. So you know how it's sort of like kneading through a little bit? I'm gonna try and like make a bigger sort of knead around it to go through.
To go through or go by it? You're gonna go past it, or you're gonna?
I was gonna try and like flow like around it.
Okay, all right.
As much as Carvin wants to go through it, she knows some things you can't fight. Okay, I rolled a 2. What would I add that to? I guess my magical attunement?
Yep.
Okay, so that would be 17.
All right. And you find that
you got this.
As you try to start making your sort of circle wider, and you try to pass it, you're again buffeted and buffered by the waves that are just crushing you again.
Yep.
And Crush says, "Look to your own flow."
Look to my own flow.
Start spitting some.
My name is Carvin, and I'm here to say I really don't want to die in the ocean today. Well, all right. So, when he says my own flow, immediately I'm gonna like flash back to when Vandra casted a spell, just because that's what that kind of reminded me of. Then I'm gonna try. I guess I'll roll magical attunement again to try and like redirect the flow of the thing, the water that I'm flowing through.
And redirected where?
That's a 9.
I'm gonna try and instead of going like kind of like wrapping around, I'm gonna try and head kind of like far out of the way of the thicker water.
Okay.
And then I'll take like a route that'll put me back on track to the pinprick.
Okay. All right.
So that was 9. That will be. Am I gonna not find? Okay, that would be 24.
All right. So with that 24, you struggle to get further away, and with each movement of your arms, it gets tougher.
Did I mention I have swim and water check?
And it gets tougher.
Yeah.
And it gets tougher.
Of course. Of course.
And now you will actually take 10 points compression damage.
Ow.
As it feels like the water is really pushing against you.
I assume Nicarvin didn't get any health back from traveling with Crush.
No.
Okay. All right. That sucks. I'm still alive.
And you will see Crush still back where he was. He hasn't continued to parallel you.
Okay. So, if I'm taking compression damage, can I try and like veer my path now towards? Oh no! Wait, I'm not getting away from the black thing right now, am I?
You are getting.
Why is it gotta be a black thing?
Well, it was darker water. Okay, that's not funny.
Could have been darker blue.
Okay, am I getting away from the darker blue?
The darker blue, you are. Yes.
But I'm taking compression damage the further I get away from it.
Yes.
Okay, then I guess if I'm getting pulled towards it, I'm gonna like 360 and I'm gonna double back towards it.
Okay. All right. You don't need to do a roll.
Okay.
As soon as you turn, the smile returns to Crush's face, and the current seems to ease off of you.
Okay.
All right, boy.
I guess even if it seems bad, go through it.
Okay, so you're gonna go through it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we got her jumping through the hoops.
Vandra, roll magic resistance.
Oh, that's unfortunate for
me.
Oh,
Vandra rolls it.
Just mine?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a 26.
Okay. Vandra, you were out in the woods doing your training, and then suddenly you find yourself on the beach. Familiar beach.
Yeah, okay.
Which would be, where you've seen Crush. And you will see Crush and the Carvin standing beside you. And that's where we're going to hold off and cut to the other members of Wahuru.
Oh, no. Also, Mika Butler said, "Don't fight it, go with it, and also don't die."
I'll try and fight something, then not die.
What?
I want to use construct traps.
Okay, so hold on. We're in a Cholulan camp, and you're going to make traps?
I thought we were outside of I was going to make like a small camp, like trap to catch like a small thing.
I mean, you can make traps and not set them.
Remember when we last stopped,
it was all resting.
We were all resting for the night, and we were going to be leaving first thing in the morning.
Right.
So.
Okay, and I can still just set up a dub one where it won't go off. I just want to get used to setting traps.
Just do it
so
later.
before you go to sleep, you want to just make a trap.
Yeah,
okay.
But like a small one, so it can't hurt.
And what proficiencies do you have?
Construct trap.
Okay, all right. So
that would be the.
Go ahead. Are you going to do it like right where the bulk of the camp is, or you're going to do it in the clearing?
Like. So are we in the clearing?
We're in a camp, and part of the camp has a big clearing, and that's where everybody was training.
All right. So on the edge of that clearing.
Okay.
Like a little bit in.
Yeah.
Like feet. Okay. So where like traffic.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll survival to look for like foot traffic, like for little critters.
Oh, okay. Roll.
Okay, we out here with the defender rolls. Go ahead, hit him. Bam! That was rough. It was almost caught. And then it landed.
Oh. 28.
28.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just looking for footprint stuff, so that's not even that bad.
Well, and you notice that, there are lots of footprints, but most of them are from the humanoids that have been practicing and things, around here.
Yeah.
With your understanding of naturism, you would know that it's not likely that there will be a lot of animal prints right here because it's a designated camp area.
Oh. So where do we keep our food? Is there a place where we keep like a large like Dario Suze.
Yeah, I mean, because Duel on the Vine brought back quite a big quantity of food, and they do store it in a tent.
Let's put it outside of the tent. See if I can catch a rat or
Okay.
something. Okay. It doesn't say I roll anything.
As you are approaching the tent, you will see a Cholulan warrior will step out, and in Cholu, what are you doing there?
In wood, I'm gonna say I don't know what you just said.
So in wood back. Well, what are you doing there?
Oh man.
Well, so I've been like training on like traps and stuff. So I was gonna make like a small, like not nothing that can hurt a person. But since this is the food area, I'm gonna make a small little trap. I'll roll persuasion with this as well.
Okay. What are you trying to persuade?
I just want them to like the truth, so they don't think I'm trying to trap anybody or doing anything sneaky.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. Also, question.
Yes.
What happens if you're trying to persuade someone with the truth, and you roll horribly? Do they just think you're lying even though you're telling the truth?
Well, yes. If you're trying to persuade them, that means they already sort of might not believe you. And then you failed at persuasion, they just won't believe you.
Oh, that's rough. So you could be telling the truth and still get hemmed up.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So
I got 12.
Try not to do that.
I get a +9 to cooking.
My persuasion.
Oh, welcome, Hephaestus 1.
40.
Okay. So what do we?
Persuasion 40.
Persuasion 40.
Hey, Anthony, you're
okay.
sideways.
That is good. So the guard will say, it's interesting, but I think you're doing it wrong.
I haven't even started to do.
Well, I mean, you were starting to do something.
Your thoughts were wrong.
Resistance incorrect.
So, what would you have done to construct the trap?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
But no, I'm talking about not the role, like in game.
Like
what would
IRL?
Rastilian have done?
Well, Rastilian has dealt in breaking down multiple traps, so I was just gonna roll something to recall what would most fit this.
Okay. Roll knowledge on that, but go ahead and roll knowledge.
You got it. Ooh. That's a 12. Is what I saw.
I'm just going that.
No. It wasn't a 1. It was just low.
Yeah.
What knowledge?
Yeah.
18.
You will remember that most of the traps you've encountered have been like in dungeons and things like that. You've never really seen one just sort of out in the field. So
I'll respond. I don't really know what I'm doing. So.
I understand. Here, one thing you could do is, she's going to look around and will quickly run over to the edge of the camp and grab some twigs and things like that. She also will get some long pieces of grass, and she'll bring them back, and she'll say, "Here, watch. If you're going to try to catch something in the middle of a camp, you're probably not going to catch a deer. So you might be trying to get like a rat, something like that. So, and she's going to lean down and show you how she places it. She's going to place the sticks, sort of like an A-frame, and she's going to actually tie sort of like a loose noose out of the long grass, and she's going to show you how to put that at the very tip of the A-frame, and then off to the sides there's going to be a bigger rock. And so she's going to position that so that if something goes through, here, she's going to put her finger there, and she's going to put a little weight, and that's going to drop the A-frame. It's going to drop the hammer. The big rock, and her finger's going to go up. So that's how you. Here, why don't you try it?
Cool.
It's just a craft roll.
So basically, you just hang grass.
Yeah. Just with a whole new.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about. That actually is a 12.
All right.
I really needed this too.
Yeah.
This is a nice 12. 29.
Damn.
Okay, so
it is nighttime.
Your craft?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
I don't know. I did that math wrong. No, I'm right. I'm sorry.
It doesn't add.
Okay. So,
but still,
you will
Still my time though, so.
you will be able to mimic her construction almost precisely. And she'll be impressed, and she'll say, "Here, you did great." But and she's going to just show you a couple of things that fixes it up a little bit. Very nice, and I know that you were with the Bloodstar, but who are you?
Are we like kneeling? Are we like kneeling?
Well, I mean, she was at the time.
So I'll stand up and I'll put my hand out. I'm Rastilian Coinshot.
Ah.
And you are?
I am. Get to her name.
Earth and armor for warrior. That is what I am.
I am Zav.
Okay.
Could you spell that?
Z-A-V.
Oh.
Pretty simple. Zav.
I expected something complicated.
No.
There's 2 apostrophes and an asterisk.
And
it's actually a couple T's in there. If you look
she will say, you took to that quite quickly. I must say, most people who haven't done that before stumble.
I destroy a lot of traps, so I think that helps me.
Oh, that would make sense then. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, I must be off.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So the night goes through without a hindrance. In the next morning, we are ready to go.
Good. I want to check the trap.
Oh, you want to go check the trap?
Yeah. Okay.
I pull my character sheet up. What is it? Do I have to like roll to go look at a trap?
I mean, it's you don't have to roll to look at the trap, but I do want you to roll to see what you see.
It's actually a god bow. Not god bow, god boar.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
40.
Dang.
Okay, nice. With that, you will see that you did manage to ensnare a mouse.
Go ahead.
But you will notice that it didn't seem as if it really triggered the trap the way she said. The noose doesn't seem to be quite as tight as it would have been in order to keep the animal there. So you suspect that the animal might have been planted.
Can I roll anatomy? Can I use anatomy to see how it died?
Okay, yes.
What do I roll for anatomy?
You're just going to roll your.
It's alchemy.
It is, yes.
Awesome.
You got it, bruh. Hit him with that defender knowledge. Ooh. The defender don't know nothing.
26.
Okay. You will like when you reach down to touch it, you will be able to feel that its neck has been snapped. As if it was really done in a trap like this. It just doesn't seem that it was this trap.
Yeah.
Somebody else got a trap.
Somebody else trapped, like killed it, and then it just like sent it flying over into your trap, which didn't even go off.
Okay. All right.
That's nice.
Okay. So anything else anybody's doing right before we leave?
I'll be shredder. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So at this point, we're going to do a little bit of a time skip for these members of Wahuru.
Did we gain like some crazy powers?
No.
You are now Naman.
But Manitoba would say that we're headed back towards Qubayba to drop off our new recruits before going back to see what we can do about Zebulon. Well, I mean that's the plan. Yeah.
We have a question though.
Yes.
Are we going to the mountains to go home? The mountains near?
We are going to basically go the same route that we went before, and so actually Manitoba's going to ask the 2 halflings to sort of lead the way because why would he ask that?
Because we have astral infusion, we can tell exactly where we've been.
Yes. Excellent. So you guys can sort of lead the way because my Toba doesn't remember every turn that we did.
Gotta get good, bro.
Wait, hold on.
I'll text you what I for the store.
Okay, all right. Okay,
There's a problem with that.
Yes.
And I'll say this in game. So the path that we're going would lead us through the mountains. We went that one time with that one door, if I recall correctly. What's the problem with that?
Not so, because we did that before going to Qubayba, and then after that we left Qubayba and went to Star Song. So that's a different route. All right.
But we should go by those mountains with the door real quick. We should do that.
He's been wanting to open that one room.
I kind of want to pull Melnoce Bruinshaw.
Okay.
I'm gonna get close and
it better not be open.
That we can hear.
Let me get back.
All right.
Rotten tomatoes.
So stealth is gonna be 55.
Dang.
All right. Well, Manitoba will hear. Apparently, I was like, get closer.
Hilarious.
You should go to the secret hideout at some point.
I actually also had that thought. I would agree. That's not a bad idea. But first, we need to make sure we take care of the new recruits. Oh, okay. All right. So,
you gave me my power, so I might as well.
So here's what we should do. Manitoba is going to want to keep the new recruits sort of in the center. So
I'll take front.
I'll take front because I'm the elder, so
I will.
So the two halflings will take
I'm gonna arm wrestle you for it.
All right, no problem.
No problem. No, I'm.
Oh, he just didn't do it?
No. Because I know I'll lose.
I know I'll lose.
All right, so
I'll arm wrestle.
the two halflings will go.
Actually, no, our strength is the same.
The two halflings will go in the front. The two halflings will go in the front.
That's so fun.
Manitoba will hang in the back.
Same here.
With Stitch?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And Chaho will also go in the front.
Is she so small?
So
no, she's the size of a small dog now.
All right, I'll give her some food.
All right.
it's 2-2.
We haven't done that.
Yep.
Nope. Nope.
Hey guys, roll survival. Just to see the two.
Oh.
20.
30.
Okay.
32.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are able to navigate us. Actually, instead of going to down rail and up rail, you actually take us a little bit further up the Indoor River. And so you sort of deviated from the way we were. So you were just sort of gambling that you were on the right path.
I know.
And you guys did get us on the right path. There was a little bit of trouble getting over the Indoor River, but luckily we got.
Not for us.
Well, yes, some of us could not fly or run across the river. And so
turn into a fish and just
two of the new arrivals are herbivores.
I
And
thought
so
you
they
were
were
saying
they were able to swim through and bring ropes and everything like that to get everybody across.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you're right. I just got the sickest idea.
On
So you
the
guys
journey
passed,
itself,
you guys went around down rail and up rail.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to
we went
see
further
any
north.
of those people because we went.
That's correct. We went further north.
We also have
Sad face.
stowaways.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not a bad
I wanted to talk to those people.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So the journey we estimate is going to take about 10 days. About 14 days into it.
At some point,
Everybody roll insight, but yes.
At some point, at one of these nights, I want to try and reset the Ollie again.
Okay.
Preferably while we get
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Not
Yeah. Insight.
Is it nighttime?
It is not nighttime. Oh, no, actually, it is nighttime.
Yeah.
40. Mine took roll 30.
30.
that'd be 41.
41.
30.
So the guys in the back didn't really know anything.
Hey, what's going on?
But before that, as we were passing the Endora, Belac said that he actually wanted to reach out to the Ali.
Yes. So.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Tune in spirits, obviously.
Okay.
So I want to get like close-ish to like the riverbed and just look out into the river and like see my reflection and stuff, you know.
Okay.
And then meditate and attune the spirits.
All
right.
Ooh, 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Which doesn't really matter.
I mean,
44.
the spirits open up to you, and you see just a host of spirits actually skating on the water of the Endora.
Hey. Wait, they're skating?
And one of them beckons you forward. It looks like a seal. And it's just sort of like moving along the waves as if it's skating. And it beckons you out.
That's so sick.
Okay, I'm gonna put my
Wait,
foot
what
on
was
it
it?
to see
What
if
was the
I'll stand on it.
Okay.
I'll-
Well, I mean, and remember, it's not you physically in the
Oh, that's
air
true.
ground,
It's like
so-
an actual projection.
yeah. So,
I
so
was
just roll
skating
mental fortitude to see if you
Come on,
can
come
do
on,
that.
come on.
Got this.
So much
We're
I'm
rooting
used to
for
running
you.
on water. It's basically the same.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
I will accept that. So you can
Yeah.
get out and run on the water. All right, very nice.
He's booking it.
And so
Okay.
because you are someone from the physical plane that is doing this, it's created great excitement. And so a lot of them will start coming up.
Party halfling.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Yeah, but after a little while, after just some fun, I'll go back, meditate like again,
Okay.
and then reach out to Pia'ali.
All right.
I guess that's a roll. I've rolled
That's
7
That's not
3
bad roll
times
for it.
today.
I mean, go on.
So that would be a 39.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. Pia'ali, I need to talk to you.
I want to give me
Okay. You will say that, and you will notice that the sky seems to darken a little bit, as if there's like a storm cloud coming. But beyond that, you will notice that many of the ones that were staying with you, the spirits, they're now sitting around you, sort of emulating you. And you will hear them saying, "Oh, high lady, the Ali, this simple one requests your assistance."
What a simple one.
Homie came in, skated. Now he's getting
Yes.
assistance.
So after a while, she doesn't come. Should I need to roll?
I didn't say she doesn't come. I mean, you just said it once.
Okay,
I mean, are you
does
gonna
she
keep
come?
doing it or
Just keep going, dog.
Okay. Do I need to roll again?
no?
Okay.
If you're gonna keep doing that, you will hear them keep saying.
Yeah.
They change it a little bit. You know, sometimes she's high lady, sometimes she's sweet lady, sometimes she's the mother lady. And
Yeah, Ali, I wish to become a humble servant.
Ooh.
That's phrasing.
the cloud will suddenly be over you.
Dang.
As he gets struck by lightning.
And it will start to drop down. Only out of it, instead of Pia'ali as you have seen her before, a large draken will fall.
Dang.
And he will stand before you.
And then hit you for 24 damage.
I will
He's doing
stand
more than
up
24.
and bow to Caiaphas and just.
That was a kick.
I wish to join you in service of Pia'ali.
And you are?
They've never met before, so that's a fair.
Yes, they have,
They
but
have?
it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a long time. I am Belac Bloodstar. Caiaphas.
Belac. And he will come over and sniff you. I smell father on you.
Wait, hold on. Pause, time out.
Yes.
So when Caiaphas sniffs someone, it's all normal. But when Vandra Game sniffs somebody, everyone's like, "Oh, he's the weirdo freaky dude." I smell father on
Now that
you,
I-
and that's okay.
Now that I kind of keep
He's
it,
like, hold on, wait a minute.
you're right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, you're free to call him weird, though.
That's
It's
crazy.
kind of weird, but-
Yeah.
Just waste your opportunity, but call him weird. Go for it.
Yes, I joined Wahuru a little while after you passed. And we've been traveling together ever since. And I I think I've reached a stage in my spiritual endeavors where I am ready to become a servant of God.
Interesting. And he will turn his head as if hearing a voice unheard. Oh, well, it before my passing, I had agreed to act as her servant on Mythandria to help liberate her temple.
Yes.
Sadly, it is not something that I can do from here. However, if you would be willing to take up this mantra in my stead, I will ask her to perhaps aid you.
Of course, yeah.
Very well.
That's
oh, okay. She has heard your plea and the plea of your many fellows here. I'm sure there's stories in that, talking about as he's looking at the different spirits that are still. Oh, is that so?
Yeah, it's kind of just right now.
Yeah, that would make sense. They don't often get travelers from Mythandria here. But Piali says she has heard your words and she will come to you if she deems you worthy. So I would, and he pulls closer to you. I would try hard to be worthy.
Tell her that if there is anything further than the temple that I need to be doing,
strong eye on that one.
And he will take out his dagger, and hold up his hand to you, and run it ever so slightly over his arm. And he says, perhaps you should consider.
Maybe you don't want to do that.
Okay, I'm down with giving my blood and whatever. But quick note, the past few people who have dealt with my blood have almost died because they got magic blood now.
I
mean, it's accurate.
The cloud will
sniff
come down, and it will form all around you.
Dang.
to make a nose.
And you will hear a voice. Do tell.
I'll pull up my sleeves because now it's spread to both arms.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, a while a ways back, I was touched by an earth elemental. Then I died and it turned red. And then I died again and it grew. And then I died again and it grew more.
Roll mental fortitude.
You died a lot. And you're just like giving that away.
I will help you, but I also have
Well, it was
died 4
intentional,
times.
Mental fortitude?
Yes.
18.
Okay. While you're still present mentally in the spirit realm, you will feel in the physical that something is tickling through your hair and yanks out a few strands.
Okay, are we near him?
And
I have to be asleep at that night.
thunderclaps will sound, and Piali will say, "This is intriguing.
Okay.
I have not yet experienced this." As you see her holding your hair.
I have more questions.
Like the first blood elemental.
Blood elemental?
Yeah.
This is new knowledge. I must think on this. Roll mental fortitude.
15.
Your consciousness is sort of shoved back into your body. But you're left with a feeling that she was intrigued.
Dang. Go ahead,
Then
man.
I will stand up.
It's break time, is that what you're going to say?
I'll stand up and I'll bow to the Endor River and
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about, Bloodstar.
And Kim, we are going to take a little 5-minute break here.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to stay on the stream, but we're going to let the guys,
I
get
have
some refreshments if they need to.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, please take the opportunity to check out our stuff at our website is manchildltd.com. You guys can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and actually Pinterest. Well, Pinterest soon at EverLoreGame.
We're working on it, Camp.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Heck yeah.
We're actually going to say if you guys have any questions, let them rip.
I have a question.
You have a question.
Yeah. So she took a few strands of his hair, right? And I ate his hair after he was touched by an element.
So doesn't Vandra get his own element?
Yeah. So doesn't Jade technically, partially have some Bloodstar abilities? Yeah, because I mean, but think about it. I had to literally ingest their hair to transform myself into this combination of both of them. At least there's some sort of blood lineage connection.
What you were doing was you were mimicking them. You were not inhabiting them.
But I had to eat their hair.
Yeah, but
forcibly.
I hear you.
Like DNA wise, I should get to be able to like throw some leaves.
Well, your DNA isn't a part of them so much as your appearance is a part of them.
You're just not cool enough.
That's so messed up.
Your ability doesn't change what you are. It's just a mimic ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Speaking of mimic abilities, I've been thinking of some interesting things I want to do for Nicaragua. And I think it's kind of funny because I want to upgrade her shield a lot, but also while it's getting upgraded, she's not going to get to use the upgrades she purchased for her shield. But basically,
what?
I want to purchase, I thought of some cool upgrades I want to do for Nicaragua, right?
Okay.
And so what I want is basically on top of like the little pop-off explosions, I kind of want to do like a sort of flamethrower breath weapon deal, but on her shield, right?
Okay.
So it's like she can fire flames from the shield. Then on top of that, I want to add like a little sort of like how you and Vandra have like hidden sort of like splinter plane almost compartments on your guys' like armors. I want to have one on the shield, and I want kind of like a section that can drop off sort of like spiked barbs or something. So like I could drop them on the ground, kind of like so basically, caltrops. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about getting construct traps. So like in Nicaragüen's free times, she can make caltrops so she can like drop them mid-fight.
Okay. I like that. Just the problem with that would be your teammates would be stepping on those if you're doing it in a fight.
Well, and I would like be careful about the positioning of it, but like I'm not just gonna do it if like, I'm fighting in a position where like we're all next together.
Okay. So you do it if you're running away and you're just
Plus, like my idea is that Nicaragüen is kind of like frontline heavy vestment. So like while everybody else is kind of like escaping, she'll stay like as their route of escape, and then she can drop like caltrops, then kind of like shield them off, and then make the escape, and then she can kind of like shield back, drop caltrops, and then join the game.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Do spirits get stronger?
Yes, spirits do get stronger.
I also want to get an enchantment for her helmet.
One day I just dwarf Tia Ali.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, she is the weakest that she has been, and that was one of the reasons that she asked Kuipas in the first place to help liberate her temple.
Yeah.
There are some elements in there that she needs.
Also,
I know it's.
Isn't it so cool that literally Caleb's new character got to speak to his old character?
That is true. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that for a second. Yeah.
Him. But okay, here's the thing. Even it right. You can start. But okay, even if I don't have the abilities, I did ingest both of their hair. All right. God. So if there is a connection, what if they can control things like it increases the distance from where I am? So like let's say
you're saying So what you're trying to say is that Belac could
do you have my blood?
I don't have your blood. But
So,
we can, I do because we
wait. So what you're saying is if you're Jade, Belac, if you're bleeding, Belac could control your blood.
So
you'd be like a conduit
from
for his power.
the distance.
That would be kind of sick.
Or like if I'm Jade and I'm like, I don't know, let's say I'm 80 feet in front of Reaper. It extends his range. So now his range starts at where I'm at for those leaves.
Yeah. That's a great idea, but that's not how. Right?
I literally
your ability was from your parent.
Yes.
And it was just to change your shape. And so it was not to change.
They didn't have to eat people to change.
I mean, you don't know if his mom had a thing, and then they like
And then she didn't eat people, but she did eat elements of them. All right,
exactly.
So that's what we doing too now.
The DNA through changing.
I've eaten some of Belac's blood. So I have. When we cook, man, and just boom. Oh, all right. Let me get back to whatever.
Actually, you all probably have my blood in you.
Yeah,
you've eaten bloomies too, but you didn't grow horns because of it.
And why not? Right, that's what I'm saying. Why are we limiting ourselves? Can't fan this game's for you. Also, pocket dimension
stuff that isn't edible.
Yeah.
Edible, not edible. Where do you really draw the line?
Also, yesterday gave me a really a concept of a character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll talk.
Definitely.
All right, guys. But
where's
where
see, and that increased range
would
be coming in handy right now.
Right about now.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started again.
Okay.
Just as I say that, okay,
we're kidding, Cam. Yeah,
I'm gonna throw it away.
We're gonna get started and then we'll leave.
I also want to do an enchantment for my helmet that like makes the eyes glow and it helps me carve one like see in the dark.
This guy wants everything.
Hey.
And you can do it. It's just gonna cost.
Hey, and guess what? Nicarvon isn't afraid to make the most.
Is it
Is
it technically possible since I know Kaifus and I'm honoring him through this super strong sword
to get
not his powers, right?
To get sniffed,
but he was whatever. But he was in like with the Sestai. Is it possible for me to like try and get him with the sword that's supposed to be like his physical representation on Mythandria?
You mean get the magic transferred?
Yeah, either transferred or maybe make a deal with him or something like that, to where I don't necessarily want him to be the patron, but I still want him to fight with Wahuru.
Davey, coming back, we're ready.
Which was the whole point of naming.
Yeah. All things are possible, and so it's just a matter of trying to figure out. It's a matter of figuring out how you would do that in game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be all leave.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
okay. So before we left off, Wahuru had done a roll, and most of us didn't. Well, half of us didn't see 30. The inside. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys roll a D12 because Wahuru is being attacked.
Oh, great.
Wahuru major or Wahuru minor?
Okay, so
major.
12
That's
and 6.
Nat 12.
So you and I will roll.
Oh, I thought it was attacking. Oh,
that's
12.
That's so upsetting. That was a waste.
Why are you
What'd
rolling?
you get?
1.
I just felt like rolling.
Oh, okay. So and I rolled a 2. So that roll was just to simulate how the battle went. Because this is again in the time.
So I got 12 kills.
You guys actually you got 12 on your own.
Dang.
No, I'm sorry. You got 10 on your own, and you got 5 on your own.
I got
roll again. You guys are rolling for Wahuru and company.
Hey!
8.
11. Okay. So
8.
you did 3, and you got 1. So 5 members of the extended party are now injured.
Get over yourself.
Bro.
Roll again.
Kill yourself.
No.
Last one is a pitch battle.
Yeah, this is slanted.
11.
I got a 7.
9.
Oh.
8.
Okay. So 12 of the new members are now injured.
Wow. You gotta give him a potion or something.
Can I have 12 EP?
Roll last time.
Trust, it's entirely related. Can I have 12 EP?
No.
And
That's 6.
You can give me 12.
No.
6.
10.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Well, 6 and 6,
Wow.
10 and 10. All right. So Wahuru pulls it out at the end. And you actually will have one last fighter left of the enemy.
can I finish him?
Really murder it?
I have no skills.
I
It
want to
is
murder it. Like,
it is an orc that was trying to run away.
I have a cool one.
And he says, please, do not do the thing. Dominion, they made us do crazy.
Oh,
Wait, no.
they don't understand any of that.
On the wrong impulse.
Only I
That's right, it's
do.
in mud.
He's pleading and nobody understands.
That sucks. Anyway, does a 9,000
look at my roll? You
Hold
literally
on.
watch my rolls.
Hold on.
No, cap.
Matatopa will say, wait. He's trying to talk to us.
wait, impulse, all of us.
Oh, and we can roll impulse. You guys are trying to
Check him out before
they
they're
capture it.
But no,
I'm trying to do something cool.
we didn't understand it. Whatever. I lost.
I got 23.
I got a 2.
30.
Yeah, there you go.
32.
I rolled
I
a
tied you.
Good time.
Yeah, I got a 2.
I
Dang it.
know, right?
I know this
It's so under.
Dang it,
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to capture it?
Yeah, so I was gonna teleport above it and then drop ropes on it.
Okay,
And
all right.
wrap it up.
And that's cool. And then Matatopa. Dang, Pocket Dimension said decapitated. We trying to learn some stuff. Come on.
Jeez.
Everybody except for you didn't understand them.
Well, that's why Matatopa spoke up and said, stop.
Exactly.
But did Matatopa understand him?
Matatopa does.
Oh, okay.
Why does Matatopa understand him? I think you remember.
Understand what?
He's a creator.
He made the game.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Didn't you guys swap rings so I could breathe underwater?
No. Okay, you know.
What? What was the question?
Matatopa has learned.
I didn't get the.
Oh, okay. Why does Matatopa?
Why does Matatopa?
You learned mud.
Nice.
Matatopa
He
learned
learned
mud like many months ago, but
So
hasn't told anybody.
So he can
Oh.
hear when Vandra's speaking with him.
I
Matatopa
thought-
did do that.
Yeah.
yes.
I thought.
But
Okay. Nope.
It's
never
on.
mind, I got
It's
you.
on
I
the
got
thing.
you.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
and since you're not here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so guys, he said that they were forced to attack us.
Who forced him?
So Matatopa will, who forced you to attack
Is there
us?
a torture proficiency?
Yes, there is. There's even an interrogate and all that stuff.
I just want the torture.
We are not torturing,
It is
Matatopa
interrogate.
would say.
That's what it's called.
You can do it.
So-
Honestly.
Fair enough.
And
Start stabbing him.
he said it is from the Dominion.
Oh, the Dominion.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know.
What's the Dominion?
Wait, hold on.
Oh man, the Dominion, dog. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
knowledge.
for knowledge, yeah. That's
Guys,
good.
to see if you have recall what the Dominion is.
15. Wait, isn't that the thing with the giant spiritual?
Or is that what we
Or,
fought?
no, not giant spiritual.
Is it the mace?
As you guys are thinking about this, we will cut back
Yeah,
to the
the
dinner
mace.
scene.
Woo!
So, Nicaraguen and
Where's torture?
Vandra and
Nicaraguen.
Crash are sitting,
Oh.
standing
Mm-hmm.
on the sand, and
Can
As you
Vandra
guys-
collapse?
actually, as you're collapsing, a chair of sand comes up
Dang.
and supports you.
Just say what page.
And since you were sort of collapsing weird, it's sort of shaped weird.
Yeah.
But a table will arise out of the sand.
Okay.
And Kresh will be there, and he will put his hand on Nicarwin, and he will say to Vandra, "You should be proud. Your companion has reached success."
Woo! It's about time.
And to
Was that in game? Was that in game?
Yeah, that's what Vandra was saying. Woo!
And to Nicarwin, he will turn and say, "The shackles have fallen from your eyes and allowed understanding to flow into you like a current.
Right.
You have dipped your toe into the realm of possibilities. But be careful of this path, for the realm's currents can be unpredictable and prove fatal to the unwary traveler.
Right.
That's true.
As your mind has shown you the way, now your body must walk the path set before you. Wow. It is time for you to leave my waters, as I sense the might of you both is required elsewhere."
Dang.
Can I try to, what is this, a Protean roll? I'm trying to pick myself back up and bow.
Okay, that would be a prowess.
Okay.
Yep.
Woo! Does a 37
That would work, yep.
Okay.
As you sort of, and what you'll notice is as you're like struggling to pick yourself up, the sand actually moves up with you, so that it's sort of helping sort of prop you up.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick myself up and I'm gonna bow to Kresh and say thank you without trying to fall over and then come back up.
Fernie Carvin, between her body aching from the compression and the unseen bruises like under her armor from fighting the Ainomi, she's just standing a little over a quarter health. She's also following Vandra, so she's gonna try and bow as well. Afterwards.
You probably could do it a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm at 1.
Dang.
I did all of this at 1.
I'm 12 above you, but that doesn't matter.
Wow. Kresh will say, "I am touched by your humility. In my observance of you, I see that it is not natural to your nature. If you will permit me, I will assist with your wounds."
Rondra's going to relax and he'll say, in the best way he possibly can, that would be greatly appreciated.
Very well. Do not be alarmed. And he will raise his arms up like that, and the waters will rush in, and they will cocoon the three of you.
That's fun.
Including the chairs and table, things like that. All the sand table, they still stay.
Okay, but it's just
and it's just the water. You will notice that the water is very calm, and as you guys are in it, even you are able to breathe in it. You will receive you will receive 48 points of healing.
Woo! That's great.
Will surge back in.
I'm at 49. Oh, also, does the ring still work every hour?
The ring.
I have a regular +2 vitality ring.
Yes.
Yeah, every hour.
Yeah.
How many hours has it been?
Yeah.
Just the one?
Since that, now it's probably been about 2 hours because it took the carving some time to figure out what was going on.
Okay. Okay, so I'm at 53.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
All right. I see you.
And as if on cue, like food starts to populate on the table.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Get your grub on.
Even though it's immersed in water, it doesn't look like the water is touching the food. Mm-hmm. It's like the water is like an inch away from the food. You unfortunately can't smell it.
Yeah.
But you can see, looks like some breads, some cheese. There seems to be a lot of fruit. But then like one whole section, like half of the table, is just all meats.
Yes.
And a lot of it is very red, and Crush will go right to that and just start digging in.
I'm gonna say it reminds me of home, and then I'm gonna take my thing of seasonings and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over to the plate of fruits. And I'm gonna try and take a little bit of that like red meat.
Yeah.
And crush it up in this because I'm making a special seasoning for Crush.
Oh, okay.
And so I want it to have that like raw meat flavor, but like make it into paste.
Roll protein.
Oh, okay.
That's you, man.
And then alchemy.
Okay. Woo! Okay, so now which one do I want to use this for? Oh, well, you said it in order.
Yeah.
Okay. My protein's 24.
Okay.
My alchemy cooking 42.
Okay. All right. So the protein roll was just because you're not used to trying to manipulate ingredients in this situation.
Okay.
So what you find is that you have to take the meat and get it very close to the fruit touching so that they enter the same bubble.
Oh, okay.
And then with your ingredients, first you try to shake it and it would just float away.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually have to pierce the bubble. Mm-hmm. And so you're working in this little confined space.
Okay.
But you do create something that, let me roll.
I believe so.
It goes up to the 70% chance of
I have these as my proficiency.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
But so Crush,
like laminated?
Yeah, it's thicker.
Crush is intrigued, and
very good.
He tucks into it, as you're, but you will find that when he takes it, he brings it outside of the bubble, so that water goes into his mouth as he's eating.
Okay.
Nikar, when not necessarily noticing all of the other food things going on, as soon as like she sees that other people are just kind of allowed to eat, she's gonna like take a bite of like one thing, and then like without swallowing, she's just gonna continue like trying to bite into other things, so she has like a good balanced like meal, sort of like.
Okay, mixing it together.
Just making sure she gets everything she needs out of like the food.
Does this not remind me like of anything like maybe a dinner I've gone to with my mother or something like that, or what? This would be different because even though your mother might live underwater, she typically has like a cave, with the air
so
pocket.
It's a bubble because often, and your mother is a
mayor indoors.
Yeah, so they have servants and things like that who some of them don't breathe underwater. Okay. And so that you wouldn't have that. This would remind you more so of experiences that you've seen with your father, though rare. Yeah. Because you didn't spend as much time with him as and often he would, being a sea dragon, he would entertain beings that could breathe underwater. Yeah. So on those occasions, you would see something similar. Okay. So then with that, I will, with the fruits and stuff, I'll eat. Is there any meat on that spread as well, or is it just all the fruits and vegetables? I mean, the whole table is spread with food. So we're allowed, even though he's going to the red meat. He hasn't said anything. Oh, okay. He just went to the meat. Okay. So, but you guys would assume that being a shark, he doesn't really eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, so you can eat whatever you want. I'm gonna take a little bit of meat, and I'm gonna the chef in me is just, I mean, sushi is great, but I'm gonna go ahead and use flame touch as I'm picking up the meat to try and sort of cook it as I'm eating it. Oh, okay. All right. Nice. And some of the meat will be seared. Yeah. Like most of it is pretty raw. As you guys are like filling your mouths, a great torrent of flames will appear within the bubble of water. You two roll mental fortitude.
Oh, okay. Sick.
25.
Oh, well, that's better than me. I got a 23.
37.
Okay. And then
I got a 5.
37.
And then roll insight, both of you.
Insight, I 32.
25 or 24.
You gotta roll.
I rolled a 2.
You two will actually
22.
feel the heat from the flame.
Mm-hmm.
But you will notice that while it very clearly is flames, they seem to be moving as if in a current of water. And out of the flames will step a 1 foot tall figure.
That's sick.
Single foot tall.
And she will have a bald head, pointed ears, long oval face, with eyes that are very large compared to her body.
Yeah.
And she has very slender hands and feet. And she will pull out a bag. And she will say, we meet again, Master of Waves. Apology for the unannounced visit, but Lady Elu has contracted with these two to provide her services. I had not expected to find them within the abode of one such as yourself. But I go where Elu's will leads me.
Spell Elu.
E-L-U. And as he's stuffing his face without sort of missing a beat, Kresh, over a mouthful of food, will say, "Just nothing, my forever friend. You and Sakima are always welcome in my homeland."
Can you spell that, please?
Sure. So Sakima is spelled S-A-K-I-M-A.
Okay, cool.
And as you guys hear reference to Sakima, you will notice that the diminutive figure before you is sitting on a rather large lizard. And as you are watching, gills will grow on both the figure and the lizard, as well as webbing will grow between their fingers.
Okay. I would like to say to Crush, thank you for the feast. I'm gonna package the rest of whatever thing I made for him in a vial, and then if I could wrap like a label around the vial that says big and
Go ahead,
littles.
Randy.
All right.
And do that too.
And he's going to say, "Oh, this is nice, but
I can't
I
read.
believe that she has come for you two."
Yeah. That was my parting gift because I figured we were going away.
While that's happening,
I'm really
why did you figure that you were going away?
Because she said she was coming for us, and I thought that.
She will speak up. Yes, he is. I might slow sometimes, but it is okay.
While Nicarbo notices that everybody is talking,
It is awkward.
Yes.
She's gonna try and sneak some food into a bag just so we have something to eat on our travels.
Okay, all right.
Not really sneak, but she's just gonna stuff it in a bag. Anything really preservable.
Roll a percentage.
Percentage die? Okay. 32.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
she will find some very hard pieces of wood, not wood, but
preservable
of bread that actually has been cut in the middle and stuffed with cheese and meats. And that is actually something that would seem to be preservable, but the rest is like meat and
I got you.
stuff like that.
She's gonna grab that and then she's gonna try and like take as much of it as she can and then like stuff it in a bag and then tie up the bag.
Okay. All right. And the small figure is going to say, Yes, you are not coming with me. I am actually delivering items for you.
And then Nicarvin's whole
sorry.
head is gonna peek up, and you're gonna she doesn't have her helmet on because she's been eating, so you're gonna see her kind of white eyes just peer towards this person.
So out of the bag, she's gonna produce items. All right.
Makes sense.
She will give you your shield. And
the 3. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
And then Nicarvin is gonna buckle the shield back on and kind of get used to the weighting of it.
Well, it still would weigh the same.
Yeah, I know, but
I will explain to you.
It's been a minute since she's had it, so she just wants to get used to the.
Well, let me explain to you the enhancement.
Right.
Because Lady Elu was a little unsure of exactly how you had envisioned this in your mind.
Of course.
But the way she has enchanted it, in combat, as you are using it to block, it may produce some damage to your opponent.
Right.
So out of game, what's going to happen is once a round, if an opponent misses you, they're actually going to hit the shield, and the shield is going to rebound to them. So once per round, it can deliver a D4 to your opponent.
Got it. Okay.
It cannot be used for bashing or anything like that. It's just a defensive thing.
Okay, and that can only happen once a round if they miss.
That is correct.
Got it.
Because you're in essence blocking. That's why they
choose when it happens, or is it just the first one?
No, you get to choose, but I would encourage you probably to do the first one because you don't know somebody else is going to miss.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
But they might.
And so all of the items are basically given a +1, benefit.
I'm excited.
And then
no, he's talking about.
I was talking about this.
Because that's what I asked.
Yeah. Because they had multiple things and different things like that. And then
I'm gonna place my ring and my amulet on me, and I'm gonna put the brooches on.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, my anklet.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. And then she is going to go and she's going to climb up on the table and just start eating some food. And then Crash will stand and will park, and the warders will fall away. And he will say, "Your journey should continue at this point." Oh, okay. Now we're heading out. Yes. I'll bow again. Sorry about that. But sometime in the future, I would love to be a guest again in your waters, but also I hope to one day have a place that I can host isn't the word. What is it when you're I guess yes. I can host you as a guest of ours in Big and Littles. Well, this Big and Littles will have fare such as that you have provided me? Yes. Then I will be sure to look upon you. I do sense that the current in you is troubled, and I hope that your companion and you can figure out a way to settle your currents so that you can become the turret you were meant to be.
Oh, yes. And companion here, Nicarvin, I want to thank you for showing me the route, I suppose, that I should be learning to take on my own. I hope that maybe in the future I can be of use to you for teaching me such an important lesson. I respect that. However, I did not show you anything. You were enlightened of your own will. Believe in yourself and don't seek the current of others to lead your flow. No, of course. I'm not going to let my own flow get led by anyone who I wish it not to, but somebody had to throw me in the garden a couple of times, and I want to thank you for that. Yes, but when someone is complimenting you, one should not disagree. Of course. I was just following my own flow. I apologize.
I understand.
Yeah,
Yes.
we gotta settle that.
The world awaits.
Okay.
Well, let's not keep it waiting.
Well, with that, where do we go? Yeah, I'm here.
I'm gonna try and kind of like the earlier pinprick sensations that I had. I'm gonna try and hone in on one of those with my magical aptitude, which is magical attunement.
Ooh,
27.
Okay.
I'm getting my numbers up. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
You will sense very far afield. 7 different pinpricks.
Right.
What do you think you're going to do as far as figuring out which one you need to go to?
Yeah.
I was thinking I might roll insight to try and like feel out the different pinprick sensations, but I don't think I would be able to discern anything just from like feeling a sensation. Can I try and roll? I'm not certain. Would it be naturism to try and discern the nature of like the different pinpricks? Because I could also do protean to try and like discern.
That would be preferable.
Yeah. All right. Got you.
Wait, how many?
Another 12. 33.
There's only 6 people in Wahuru, right?
Okay.
And there goes my theory.
You will see, way off in the distance, a large jade shimmer
Right.
in the air.
Vandra, your other half is jade, right?
Yeah, I mean.
All right, we're going this way, and then she's gonna point towards the rather large jade shimmer that she senses.
I'm gonna look up at an empty sky and
That is
say,
correct.
That's the direction we're headed.
"Great."
All right.
Well,
so
this is.
Look up there.
Well, no,
We're going there.
Yeah, that was intentional.
All right.
all right. Time skip for you guys because it is going to take you several 10 days to get there.
And guess who's eating the meat bread cheese that Carvin brought?
But you're going to have to you will have to roll survival
Because I'm guiding the way. Yep,
Yeah.
I got you.
You might die.
Do you see that roll there?
Hope you die.
Yep, we did.
All right, it's a 27. I just want to keep in mind I have a constant kind of reminder a little bit of where the jade shimmer is. So even if we get off track, I can't go.
This is a roundabout
far
way of him saying he rolled a 1. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Technically, ones don't affect them
Still
in any
really
way.
bad.
It's still bad though.
Still the worst you could possibly do.
Plus, it's up to the lore master's discretion.
But as you guys were going there, you got to a point where there were mountains.
I see.
And so you lost direct sight of it.
Right.
You can still feel its presence, and you feel that you were following it. But there was a crevice that you have to go through, sort of not a valley, but just a chink or a cavern through.
There's the perfectly green path on the side, but I was promising Vandra that's just not the way. That's far.
And along the way, you guys were attacked.
Good job leading us into days.
By what looks like a group of baboon spirits.
Ooh,
you got this.
So
worst.
Both of you guys roll 12.
12 or 7.
You roll 12.
I got 11.
Really? 8. Really?
And what'd you guys get?
7.
I got a 4.
Oh my gosh.
My back hurts.
My
back hurts, Carrie.
So you guys aren't faring well. Roll again.
All right.
Oh no.
Wait, did they lose all?
2.
What did you roll? I got another 4.
12.
Bro!
8.
Oh man.
You got a 2.
So here's the thing, guys. The battle is not going well for you. What are you doing?
All right. So
do I even see these baboons? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean you're in the spirit realm, so you see what's going on.
I would like.
They're just
You guys are you just exited the cave.
Yep.
And so you're on the other side
Man,
of the
I
mountain.
feel like we should be destroying some baboons right now, though. Like,
Okay,
high
so
key. I feel
me
like we should.
Me Carvin?
I feel like in actual battle,
really
we would be hitting them
Okay.
with these rolls.
Can you give me a random number real quick, 1 through 12? I'm gonna make a decision.
Okay. You want me to roll 8?
Just you okay? Sure. That
You
works.
said give you a number.
Okay, all right, that works. So Carvin, thinking very desperately, is gonna like raise up her shield, set her cleaver away. She's going to dig into the bag of cheesy meat bread that she got. She's gonna like tear a rather large margin of it, and then she's gonna throw it out to the baboons, and then try to like tactically retreat.
Okay. So 8 of the 15, 8 of the 15 baboons will rush to that and start fighting each other over that. The other 7 will still attack. Roll again, guys.
All right. What?
I'm happy with this.
I rolled a 2.
9.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a 2.
Yes.
Okay,
so you die again.
No. So you beat yours.
Yeah.
I beat the crippled baboon.
Okay, so 5 of the baboons go down.
What'd you get?
There are 2 that are still harassing you.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll again.
Give me a 12.
All right.
7.
9.
You got me. Got a 4.
2.
Okay. You vanquished the last 2 baboons.
And we're going to escape while the others are fighting over the
Now
cheesy
the other
meat.
8 they're coming out.
Very funny.
I'm throwing 3 fire
I have
percussions and
So you're gonna leave him behind again?
No.
After,
honestly, yeah.
He has wings. He can run. He can fly, run,
the
fly.
rest of the trip is pretty much uneventful.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't survive another event.
I rolled below.
You come to an area where the ground just sort of falls away. And it's not like a cliff. It's as if the ground doesn't exist, as if there's a hole right in the middle of the spirit realm.
Oh. Is it like in a game or something where like it just doesn't load? So you,
sort of. It's just a void. And
all right.
Far off in the void, you feel and see the jade filament.
Rough. So
right.
what are we doing? There's this void in front of us, and I've been following you. We got attacked by baboons.
The baboons were.
Seemed like you were lost at one point.
We had to head through some caves. I'm sure anybody would have had the same troubles.
Cap.
All right. Well, Carvin is gonna try and focus on her like pinprick sensations and see if she can sense anything around the void. 6. That would be magical team at 21.
I mean, you feel that there are 6 other filaments
in the void,
far away.
Far away. Do any of them point towards or around the void besides the jade one?
I mean, they're not near the void.
Okay. All right. Got it.
So there's this void. You want to? What's happening? I need you to communicate. Yeah.
Maybe.
Vandra, you have wings. Do you think you could fly over it and see if there's any secrets to it?
I could try, but my fear is that the last time there was a void and I left you behind, we restarted at the edge, and we were told that we had to work together by sitting squirrel.
What do you think?
Moral of the story: he doesn't want to work with you.
Just hold hands.
Yeah.
I secured you the EP there.
Thanks. So we got to figure this out.
If you're thinking it's akin to.
We took damage, right? So we're not feeling too hot.
That was several.
Okay, so we're doing
it.
This took a couple 10 days.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna just set myself back at.
Just in case I didn't know if I needed to drink a potion or
Right.
something.
Well, if you would like, we can.
How heavy are you?
Yes.
You really asked that question to a lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. How heavy are you? There's a void in front of us, and I can't leave you. How heavy are you?
Okay, get over yourself.
I'm like, I need to be able to carry you. You have armor and weapons.
I'd say I'm of a rather healthy.
Okay, who asked? Just
determinant.
say the number.
My armor perhaps weighs me down a slight bit.
Do you weigh, like, you and your gear weigh more than 150 pounds?
Very much so, most likely.
Okay, then I can't lift.
You're looking at a 7-foot human.
Right. Yeah. Her frame alone is that.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I'm thinking that somehow we either need to reach out for some help. We either need to. I have some rope. I can tie you to me. Can you cast spells?
If I remove my helmet, I believe I can focus enough to cast something basic.
Like lighthearted?
I believe once I was born into this world in my bag, I had Tyldin's tiny tune.
Yeah, okay. So with that, Vandra's gonna look at Nicarvin and he's going to try and...
Hold on a second.
Wait. Pocket Dimension says, push him.
You're funny, Pocket. Keep it up with the jokes.
I don't want to kill either of us.
So Nicarvin just realized that she has Tilden's tiny tome.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, she just knew she had a book like in her bag. She didn't know what it was.
So she hasn't attuned, is what I'm saying.
No.
Okay, so she can't cast any spells.
She knows she has the book.
Do I have
Cam family, you have to attune
Aren't
to
you like a couple of
grimoire in order
soul?
to use it.
Hey, my soul is ancient. Nicarvin isn't.
That's funny.
All right, we might have to. Are you
Alex? And Carth. Dang it!
Alex Gaskar's cough.
Yes, Alex Gaskar cough said. Then say oops.
All right,
you guys, man, you're funny.
Hey,
very funny.
Do you want to leap of faith it?
I'm after coming this far with you, I'd be willing to.
So I'm gonna have some spells readied up, and I'm gonna tie us to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my plan. I'm gonna tie us to each other in a way that my wings are still free.
Okay.
And then hopefully, even if I can't lift, I could potentially glide us and wherever she's directing. And I'm gonna have like bear strength and like boulder strength on deck to try and assist me while I'm holding us with the whatever.
Yeah. All
So
right.
that's my plan. Unless Nicarvin says that she feels that it's further than about a 30-second glide trip into the void, because I only have so many spells.
Well,
roll what do you think?
To do what?
You're gonna try to see when or how far it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you just wanted me to roll like a d12. No, okay. That would probably be insight then.
Okay.
I'm going. You know what? I'll look at it with my eyes with insight. 8. Okay, so that would be 25. No, 35.
Like 2 years.
And then
you don't see it with your eyes.
got it. So then I'm gonna proofread using my magical attunement. I'm gonna try and feel out for how far the pinprick is.
Okay. All right.
Should have used that first.
17.
Okay. You can't tell, but you feel it might be miles away.
Oh no!
I think we should ask for help from the ethereal beings of this plane.
So I'm going to go ahead, since we're in the spirit realm, I'm going to see if I can. I guess that would be for me. It's alchemy. So I'm gonna try to open myself up to some good natured spirit.
Well, you don't have to open yourself up. Opening yourself up is when you're on the interior plane.
I'm searching.
So you're just gonna look around.
Yeah. While you're here, you can literally just say, "Hey, bro, can we get a glide?"
While you guys are looking around, we will cut to the other members of Wahuru.
Yeah.
I'll sit through this first.
That's my bad, Chief.
several days after the fight, you know, we have helped the wounded.
How many like things were there?
How many
Oh,
miles
I mean,
can I cover?
you didn't stop the count, so you don't
have
know.
it on there.
Bad ballpark.
Question:
hope you glide a little further.
did you guys?
Yes.
Did you kill the remaining member, or did we let him go?
I would have practiced my torture method.
We killed him.
Manitoba would not allow you to torture.
Who says you knew?
I would have killed him.
Hey,
I would have killed him.
Speed. Who says you knew?
All right, so
My stealth is
roll impulse to see if you beat Manitoba to try to stop you from killing him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it nighttime?
Well, I mean, yeah, it'd been the same night that we were attacked.
Oh, can I try to
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I try and stop him?
Yeah.
21.
Oh no, yeah. What was that
Did
like?
you hear me?
Was that like 37 or something? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
No, you're saying that too. It's too
No,
late. We already
no,
rolled.
shut up.
We already
I
rolled.
said that before.
We already
I said
rolled.
that before.
Dang, he said shut up.
Well, you
No.
said you were going to torture us.
Say
No,
something
no,
mean
no.
about his
As
mom.
you guys said that you were doing it, I said, can I try and stop him? And you guys just kept rolling.
I did not hear you, but we have rolled. So what are you
He
doing?
hasn't even said
37.
37.
He wins.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
Good attempt,
stabbed
Manitoba.
him.
Nice.
No, that's not what I
By
wanted to do.
16.
So I wanted to get like one of my daggers and like hold on to him and say death obeys Ruby's
37.
commands. And then like use anatomy so I stab him in the heart so it's instant death. So he doesn't feel anything.
All right.
So it's like
Okay. Okay.
it's a mercy kill.
28.
Everybody roll insight once that happens.
I could
Got
have
you,
done it
Chief.
so much of a cooler way.
Dang it.
Oh, you're.
What was that?
So I don't roll in your tray.
Wait, can you explain to me what
32.
just happened?
42.
I tried to roll.
Manitoba rolled a
You
37.
just yeeted it.
46.
You did
Right, so what was that?
46.
46,
dice gone.
38.
78.
Okay, you said 32.
42.
Oh, then everybody heard.
No, I said 32.
Okay, you don't hear as much. You hear sort of some noise. The rest of us hear like a growl, but it's not like a howl. It's more, but it seems to be like very far away. But it happened the second that you slid the blade into his heart.
Oh man.
I'm a drink.
Can I use astral diffusion to teleport to where that sound was? Is that how that works?
No, you'd have to be able to see something. I mean, you just heard something that could be miles and miles away. You have no idea where that is.
Dang.
Hey,
Where do I think it started from? That's where we go.
I will allow you to roll Protean to see
I
how.
don't want to do that. That could
Okay.
be really bad.
All
That would be a
right.
terrible idea.
Can I juice it with the into
Louder, what?
Can I juice it in the jar that I have?
Can you drain his blood?
Yeah.
Sure. Roll alchemy.
Yeah, there you go. There you
I
go.
want to make it very clear. I'm not trying to drink any of the blood.
Okay.
I feel like that gets me in hot water a lot.
Good pull for the green set.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
34,
using these. You're terrible.
36.
They're cool die, but
36.
oh.
36. Okay. You are able to coax a fair amount of blood from the wound.
I'll take it.
I'm missing one of my D4. I'm on my D8.
Then the rest of the 10 days go by pretty uneventful.
Did we go by the door?
As we are, no, we're not even close to that.
The door.
Roll insight.
Come on, baby. Give me a good one.
Oh.
Nice, good one.
Terrible, man.
33. Okay.
No.
33. No.
I mean,
No.
3 times 3.
38. That's
Okay.
close.
You're like, no.
Oh, 43. And then Manitoba
4
rolled
times 3 is 10, dude. Easy.
36. It is nighttime.
45.
You will find that you recognize the mountains, and they seem similar to where we encountered Hilltop.
That's cool.
And
Ooh,
as
we
we are
can use the
setting
thing.
camp for the night, a large fire will just explode in our path. Cool.
What's the other
Can I ready weapon my sword?
You can.
Same.
Anybody else do anything?
Absolutely.
Ready weapon, chlorindrial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Can I like say chlorindrial true form and whatever it was? Like, does she have like a preferred? I think that's kind of in game stuff.
So you're saying what was she created to be?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
So I think it's like in game thing.
Yes, you don't know that yet.
Kind of just trying to cut straight through. Whatever.
But out of the flame will step a diminutive figure on the back of a vicious-looking lizard.
Cool.
And she will say, "Well, you guys travel far. I believe you, and you," pointing to Manitoba, "are the ones that I'm looking for."
Also, what is she speaking?
She's speaking in wood.
Okay.
I am Rotak, and you, being a Cholulan, will know that that means fire.
How do you spell that?
R-O-W.
R-O-W.
T-A-G.
T-A-G.
And anybody who does a knowledge roll.
Got it. Yes.
17.
19.
Knowledge roll.
Knowledge?
Yep.
Doesn't necessarily need to do it if it doesn't want to.
You don't have to. I mean, Manitoba rolled a 24.
26.
Okay, so you and Manitoba know that this is a brownie. She says that she was sent to Elu, and out of a bag, she will pull out various items for us.
Okay. Brown, like that.
It's a brownie, yep. B-R-O-W-N-I-E.
It's a race.
It is a race. And CamFam, that is where we are going to end. You want to do your roll for what?
The D20 you said I could do.
Yes. One of the items that she provides to you is a wand.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You got this.
This actually needs to be good.
Go ahead and roll.
I don't want that. You can. I'm so afraid. I'm so scared.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Ah!
So, the question is, do you want to stick with your roll or do you want to take my roll?
Your roll.
Absolutely.
He rolled a 1.
You roll a 1?
So it has 20 charges.
Oh,
dang,
wow.
Nice.
That is so
okay.
Nice.
What would I have done?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I had not expected that, but there we go.
Nice.
All right, hey, CamFam. So, before we get, yes.
I was just gonna say that you're gonna award EP, and
Oh well, no, yeah, I had a couple little questions.
and I was just letting you know that I was gonna hit my 1200 if you just awarded.
Oh, is that right?
No,
Okay,
you don't
well,
get to hit 1200.
let's see how you guys do the questions. What is the name of the dominion that we encountered?
Dominion. Let me go look at my notes.
We could know if we would have taken time to ask more questions. But somebody got all stabby.
Well, I thought you would
I couldn't have asked.
Yeah,
We were in the spirit.
I'm gonna say.
Any guesses other than Jefferson?
I'm gonna say.
Gotta say that's not it.
King.
Oh, God. Hilarious.
I'm gonna say.
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Zamara.
I'm gonna say the Dominion is Shimadark Pyramus.
Okay.
Chrysler.
All right. Next question. None of you guys got it. Who is king?
Nobody asked.
You guys did actually encounter king tonight. Who is that?
Brownie. The
no. Shoot, who was that? Look at? Give me 1 second. Put my notes real quick.
Right?
You guys, meaning all of us?
I'm just saying.
No, it's the cloud. The cloud. I'm just gonna say.
Anybody else?
Wait, who's king? Is what the question
is?
is?
It the spirit that beckoned me onto the water, onto the river?
Oh, that's sick. That'd probably be like King of the Waves or King of whatever.
It was
King of the Endura.
It was the guard.
King and
The guard.
They held the trap.
Zav.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I don't think the guard would use a name like that because Cholulans, they don't really go by like royalty,
Well, I mean, it could just be
fealty, that
a
kind of
name.
thing.
Who
could
encountered
be.
King?
I can't say.
Well, that would help.
I know. That's why I'm not gonna say.
I'll go ahead and
I
say it was
mean,
the water spirit.
Because you guys did not ask questions.
Yeah, but we didn't.
What?
I'll go ahead and say it was the.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and say it was the water.
It was Bloodstar.
You copied me.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
I'm not
guess-
afraid to say it.
So I think he's right, but I'm gonna just say Kresh since he was master of the waves. So I'm gonna say King Kresh. I like the role.
What did I say?
No, I'm saying what did you
What
say?
did I say?
Okay. No.
What did I say? What did I say?
What did I say?
It's Sakima.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Oh.
We didn't meet Sakima.
Yes, you
What
did.
did we meet?
You
No,
guys met Sakima.
he said
What's Sakima?
anytime you and Sakima
Yes,
visit. So
and
we
then-
didn't get
and then-
Sakima.
Sakima's the lizard.
Thank you.
Oh.
The lizard, you saw the lizard.
Oh.
Nobody said.
Oh.
You and Sakima's
Two for
cool.
two tonight.
Can I get one for putting 2 and 2 together?
No.
Bruh.
And what is the relationship between
Wait, hold on. Is
Kresh?
Rotag a guy or a girl?
Female. What is the relationship between Kresh and Rotag?
They're close friends.
Forever friends.
Shit.
I feel like copying
Is
hasn't
a
gotten
brownie
us
an
anywhere.
inherently spiritual creature?
What?
A brownie isn't like an inherently spiritual creature, is it?
A brownie is not a spirit.
Okay, got it. Okay. Then I'm gonna say, because Brownie is like welcome through sort of, I'm gonna say they're gossip buddies. Cause like Crash's whole like thing was, he delivers messages through the spirits. So like I'm gonna say he shares gossip. And he does so on his travels, He was able to go all the way from the spirit realm to Wahuru in, a while. So I'll say, yeah, I'll go ahead and say Rotag is like on his adventures, and then what he sees, he reports to Crush.
I'm gonna say, well, go ahead. You had it first, guy.
I think they're of kin or sometimes. Like they aren't necessarily like blood related, but like they have that kinship bond.
I just think, in my answer, it's probably completely wrong, but I think it would be hilarious if Rotag was just like a grocery delivery person to Crash, like to get the fresh,
Uber.
like the freshest.
It's like Uber Eats.
Rotag's like, I got items and it's just groceries. Like,
Right.
I'd say they're
yeah.
Okay. I will give you 2 points. I will give you guys 1 point. They are friends. They are forever friends. That's why you got the 2. There's more to it, but that'll be sufficient. Okay, and then for tonight, we are going to do a roll to see. Oh,
so now I can do a roll for my
Yes.
1200.
You got your,
No, next time.
yes, we're going to start that next time.
Oh, but I'm on a roll.
Next time on EverLore,
Right.
you'll see Vandra rolling. But yes, Mika, 20 charges. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And his wand is sweet. So I didn't expect him to get that much, but that's the way the dice rolls.
All I'm saying is the dice roll very hardcore here.
Yeah.
Look at that. It
Rolls
was terrible. I got an 8 and 2 ones.
But hey, Kim Fam, thanks for sticking with us for this installment of EverMore with EverLore. We are appreciative that you guys hang around with us, and we love to see what you guys put in the chats. You guys can check out more about EverLore and the balanced gaming system on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, as well as YouTube at EverLoreGame. Also, feel free to check out our website, manchildltd.com. There you will see swag like, you know, the shirts. We got product, we got the books and things like that. But then also, if you guys are happy to be watching us from our YouTube channel, you can check out our live stream every Thursday from 6:50 to 9. It is at twitch.tv/EverLoreGame. And we are very happy that we now have our second official stream of EverLore. That is called Essence of EverLore, and it airs on Mondays from 6:30 to 9. And the location of that is twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. Guys, this was interesting. The guys are learning, but they need to ask more questions. That's just it. They need to ask more questions. Yeah. So, but you know, until next time, remember, no matter who you are,
this game is for you.
Peace out.
Peace. Bye. Bye. Farewell.